A battle-scarred thief is thrown into a black site virtual prison, where the state rewrites prisoners' morality at the genetic level, forcing his crew off the grid to mastermind a terrifyingly literal body-swapping heist. In James Cox's relentlessly fast-paced cyberpunk sequel, Prism Break, Grand Theft AI Book 2, the high-octane team assembly dynamics of Ocean's 11 clash with the pitch-black corporate dystopian nightmare of Blade Runner. Picking up after the chaotic fallout of his breakout debut, Grand Theft AI, filmmaker-turned-author James Cox delivers an adrenaline-fueled exploration of biological authoritarianism, weaponized class division, and human identity in a world accelerated by rogue technology. The narrative drops us back into a fractured world left reeling in the wake of the first book's digital heist. The psychopathic technocrat Ken Cates has capitalized on the chaos, launching a brutal fascistic crackdown. Deploying 500,000 ruthless android infantry units, Cates initiates a sweeping dragnet to round up anyone suspected of species betrayal. In this terrifying new era, cybernetic enhancements are no longer a sign of underworld prestige, they are a legal curse. New legislation known as the Augment Codes weaponizes a futuristic version of the 3/5 rule. Anyone whose body is modified over 40% is instantly stripped of basic human rights. The augmented masses are systematically rounded up and forced into segregated urban wards, or worse, transferred to the Federal Virtual Detention Construct, FVDC, at Angola, a prison so massive and bleak it shows up as a black void from orbit. The tactical scale hits a terminal redline when our battle-scarred protagonist from the first book, Baz Covane, gets captured and locked inside the FVDC. Angola is the Alcatraz of the South, operating a torturous system called Prism. Rather than standard solitary confinement, prisoners are placed into forced hibernation. Inside their own minds, they are trapped in endless looping variants of their darkest memories and worst decisions, coerced by the state into killing and re-killing their own digital constructs until their morality is successfully edited at a genetic level. If you resist, you are permanently liquidated for protein salvage. If you comply, your original consciousness is erased, leaving an unhackable, totally obedient biological drone worth trillions to the corporate elite. To rescue Baz before his identity is wiped forever, the brilliant underworld fixer Ria Rose must pull her rogue crew out of hiding and mastermind an impossible prison break. The plan requires the crew to wage a desperate war of AI against AI, forcing them to gamble with their own physical bodies. To bypass the construct's hyper-advanced biometric firewalls, each crew member must undergo extreme illegal modifications, swapping out skin, altering bone structures, and trading away limbs until their actual physical selves are placed on ice. They have to change everything they are on the outside just to save who Baz is on the inside, transforming a simple rescue mission into a frantic, high-speed siege against a system designed to decide exactly what humanity is allowed to become. Cox leverages his cinematic storytelling background to deliver an exceptional, hyper-visual auditory experience brimming with tension and complex techno-thriller elements. The audiobook production crackles with the kinetic energy of a summer blockbuster, perfectly balancing the gritty body horror elements of cybernetic modification with the slick, fast-talking dialogue of a classic heist novel. It weaves an intricate web of cyber-espionage and desperate human survival, leaving listeners on the edge of their seats as the crew risks total biological erasure for a shot of redemption. Will Ria and her crew smash the Prism system and pull off the ultimate jailbreak, or will they discover that the code rewriting their minds is completely uncrackable? Pop in your headphones, check your augment levels, and prepare for a mind-bending ride through the neon-drenched trenches of a dark tomorrow. Because when the state controls your biology, escaping prison means breaking out of your own skin.